"Sir, you dropped something." The voice was calm, crisp, and deliberate, cutting through the solemn silence like the clink of polished boots on marble. Dozens of heads turned toward the sound, but the tomb guard did not look away from his sacred post. He stood stone still, rifle at shoulder, eyes locked ahead. The only movement came from the trembling old man crouched near the crowd barrier, hands fumbling in panic. It happened on Memorial Day, right outside the tomb of the unknown soldier at Arlington National Cemetery. The plaza was packed with visitors, families, tourists, schoolchildren, all gathered to witness the 21-step ritual. But no one expected a ceremony of a different kind. Retired First Sergeant Thomas Levitt, 89 years old, had made the trip from Nashville, Tennessee, just to stand on this marble ground again. His body was frail now, but his posture still carried the echo of discipline. On his chest, pinned with quiet dignity, were medals earned not in ceremony halls, but in the freezing forests of the Ardennes, in the mud-soaked rice paddies of Vietnam, and on storm-swept fire bases in Iraq, where he trained the next generation. But that day, as the tomb guard passed in his relentless march, Thomas reached for the bronze star pinned to his blazer. A gust of wind, or maybe a tremor in his aging hand, tore it loose. It fell with a dull clink onto the marble, skidding out past the rope barrier. Gasps echoed through the crowd. A guard is never to break formation. Not for anything. The sentinels of the tomb are members of the 3rd United States Infantry Regiment, the Old Guard. Since 1948, they have guarded the tomb without pause, without exception, 24 hours a day. Rain, snow, riots. Even during Hurricane Isabel in 2003, they never left their post. So when the bronze star lay gleaming on the floor and the guard paused mid-stride, the world held its breath. The soldier turned, a violation of routine that hadn't occurred in decades. With deliberate precision, he stepped out of formation, marched to the fallen medal, and bent to retrieve it. He held it in white-gloved hands like a relic. Then, stepping forward, he approached First Sergeant Levitt. The guard extended the medal back with a respectful nod. "First Sergeant," he said in full voice, "your service is not forgotten." The crowd fell into stunned silence. Then, slowly, people began to rise. Caps came off. Hands moved to hearts. Some wept. The guard returned to his post without another word. Later, Arlington officials confirmed the soldier's identity as Specialist Michael Renner, a tomb sentinel with the 3rd Infantry Regiment. He had broken formation, something virtually unheard of. A journalist asked him afterward if he would face disciplinary action. He said simply, "There is no regulation that overrides human respect. That man earned this medal in blood. I would pause time to honor that." Specialist Renner was later formally commended by his commanding officer for maintaining the highest standard of dignity and discretion. No action was taken. When asked about the moment, First Sergeant Levitt whispered, "I thought I'd lost it." That was from December 1944. Bastogne, my whole unit, gone in the snow. That guard, he brought it back like it was still sacred. And it is. He paused, voice breaking. That was the first time anyone saluted me in years. The story rippled across the country. Veterans groups shared it. News stations covered it. For one moment, America remembered. Because Arlington is not just white stones and bugle calls. It is memory. It is pain wrapped in silence. And it is men like Specialist Renner and First Sergeant Levitt, young and old, bridging generations with a single act of reverence. So discipline is the spine of service. But honor, true honor, is the beating heart, and sometimes the smallest act breaks the deepest silence. Before we end this story, let us know in the comment, where are you watching from? If this story touched you, subscribe to the channel and hit that like button and drop a comma in the comments below.